Alright, welcome back. This one is going to be sort of a small one. I have been studying quite a lot in Emacs recently, and opacity was something that I usually initially thought that was just for aesthetic value, but then I have recently sort of been enjoying playing around with it. So it is mostly because of one incident in the sense that I accidentally found out a good usage for altering the opacity of my Doom Emacs frames. But then I thought this could be a more mature idea down the line. So this video, by the way, is not going to be sort of kind of the usual philosophical ramble that I have for technology. This is just sort of a I'm just showing like what I'm up to these days. Okay, so I usually spend all of my time in all of my time in like mostly these things. There's this Emacs, there's the browser, and there's the terminal. Like these are like more than enough for a software engineer. Uh, yeah, I mean if you have these, you kind of can do like actually anything. So like that's mostly it. What? Okay, I'll first show you what I mean with opacity. Is usually when you talk about opacities, it usually just means uh, you have some sort of wallpaper, some sort of thing in the background, and you probably like to type around with a translucent setting. So that usually just makes your computer look more aesthetic. Is what it is. But then I started thinking of decoupling where my focus is and what layer of or like what window my control is being redirected to. So usually I would work in a split fashion, or like I'll have multiple monitors. But then I thought that's wasting a lot of visual real estate on the screen. So right now what I've done is like I alter Emacs opacities. I've made it granular and like bounded to some convenient hold on opacity. Yeah, I set the frame opacity in a convenient manner with some handy key bindings to a whole bunch of defaults. So there's of course an interactive way to do it. So if I space MOII and I put 10, 20, that's going to like put it down low. But then I also have immediate hooks into fixed values. So if I want to go higher, space some matches that puts me to 80. Now you will not be able to see what's behind 80 because like how I'm recording and stuff. But yeah, I can still see stuff. So what's interesting about this is I'll just show you the functionality where I've been using the mode. It's mostly been with Ogrom UI and my Ogrom nodes. So for example, if I have my outline for operating systems, I'm going to lower my opacity. So that's where you see where I am in my where I'm in my Ogrom UI in a Chrome buffer. So this is nothing special. It's a Chrome buffer in the backend. So okay, hold on. Yeah, that's right. I have a Chromium window alive, and my Emacs is opaque in the sense that it's translucent. So whatever's behind goes through. Now how do I now the usual way of like uh, any other window would not work out because like you'll have to switch windows every time, alt tab and stuff, to like move around in the Chromium with your Ogrom UI and stuff. But what's interesting out here is I have Ogrom UI. Uh, it has sort of a follow mode, so like it implements that via webhooks and stuff. So it sends a whole bunch of webhooks to Chromium or whatever browser you're using via WebSockets. It's yeah, WebSockets, not webhooks, WebSockets. And yeah, that there's a bunch of different operations that are enabled by that. So you can follow yourself around. You can alter the nature of the graph once you add nodes. Once you have local graphs and stuff. You can control your Chromium operations from Emacs. That basically is just a web server showing the graph in the backend. So for example, if I wanted to see the global graph rather than just the complete thing, I'll just have bounded to a key binding in Emacs itself. I'm still in Emacs, by the way, but then I am controlling what I see in Chromium, and I can still read what is there in my Emacs window. If it is not visible to you, I have other granular controls. So if I hit space OLM. That's going to put me in a more medium opacity. So you can see that I have gotten used to the lower and higher ranges of things, so I do not need to stay medium now. Uh, let's go to another window. That's going to bring me there, and so yeah, if I hop around, it's going to follow me around. I'm still in Emacs, by the way, and yeah, so that's kind of nice. So let's put that back down. Uh, this got me thinking, like, why, like, right now there's a lot of coupling going on right now. Ogrom UI uh like uses WebSockets in the backend, and like Emacs, there has to be an Emacs extension and stuff for this to actually work well. But then what if I wanted to say have Firefox in the backend, Emacs on top, and I wanted to scroll Firefox. So usual tiling window managers and stuff, like they encourage having stuff side by side, but then that is really wasting a lot of space. I would like to be in Emacs itself and be able to like have a bypass of my controls to other applications, so to say. I mean, I did not even see what I'm doing in other applications. I mean, what if I have good mnemonics and stuff to control those? So that's just a good thought that went into, like, I don't know whether development for this goes into, is it a window manager or a compositor, or like where exactly to like decouple the focus and like where the controls are being bypassed. So yeah, that was a nice idea that I just want to document. This has been sort of yeah, sort of a move away from just the aesthetics of functionality. It's aesthetics of like opacity, and like when functionality is just developed for the sake of stuff looking good. But then it has actually been improving our productivity. I do not have to look at a whole bunch of screens. I do not have to turn around to multiple monitors, and yeah, I actually get to uh, work quicker and kind of in a more fun manner. So that's that. I mean, yeah. So that is the point of the video. Let's go back to Emacs. So, oh, I do not need to go back to Emacs. I just increase the opacity, and like you see what I want to say. So yeah, I don't know. I'll probably see if I can do this in a more. Hold on. I'll probably see if I can do this in a more generic manner. Uh, like having a overlay or a burn with focus in a different window, and opacities of what you see being controlled, so that like you actually have an interesting, or like, okay, more along the lines of hooking in how you're behaving in Emacs to other stuff that you would like to control. For example, I could just have a Firefox mode that, again, with WebSockets or like whatever, just like passes on whatever I'm typing on the keyboard to Firefox behind the scenes. So that is something that I'm discovering. That is just one way of interacting with a computer that has been like sort of I've converged upon without any explicit thought, in the sense that like over usage, or like over years of usage, that's something that's emerged. That's an emergent pattern from like messing around a lot. So yeah, I have bought foot pedals, by the way. So I bought two separate foot pedals rather than one three like rather than like one uh, arrangement of 3 foot pedals, because like I'm a big person. So uh, yeah, I do not want to like I do not want yeah I it's like a split foot pedal, so it's like akin to like rather than having just like one keyboard, I have a split keyboard. Like I would like 2 foot pedals far away rather than like three pretty close by. Because like yeah, I don't know what's the equivalent of like RSI for ankles. I think yeah, ankle RSI, a repetitive strain injury. So I don't want that for my ankles. So there's that too. I'm also thinking of like I don't know. There's this interesting thing called as Emacs Live that relies on a thing called as overtone. I'm also looking into that. So it feels like that feels like true vibe coding. I mean, you hook in how this overtone musical synthesizer reacts to your keystrokes and chords. So you actually are playing music when you're typing around, hooking that in the foot pedal and stuff, and like yeah, it will be a party. I mean, it will be a party. All that's left is like just adjusting the lights and stuff. So this is that. I mean, yeah, this is one of those misc videos. Yeah, this is one of those misc videos where I discuss how I'd like to interface with my computer. So user interface for me is kind of a pretty big deal. I spend a bunch of hours every day, more than a bunch of hours every day on in Emacs and stuff. And if I can have fun with it, yeah, I go for it. So that's that. Uh, I think that's it for the day. This is a quick one. I will publish this of course, but then I will not notify these to subscribers because it's just like, yeah, something off off. It's like something offbeat, like just top of my head, just off the top of my head. Yeah, so that's that.